Hello everyone, welcome to the Financial Information channel. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the earnings that happened this week, and I'm going to be previewing the earnings that are going to come up for next week. So let's begin with the video. And before we begin, remember I do videos about the stock market, how to invest in the stock market, and how to make money online. But first, let's review what happened during the earnings during this week. And this is the week between June 12 to June 16. Now, first, let's begin with the first company that I give my predictions. And the first company is Dominion Diamond Corporation. It had a negative 0.09 EPS, but it had a good revenue. And the year-to-year growth was 18.3%, and I predicted that the company was going to beat the EPS and the revenue, and it beat both. Now this company is the fifth largest diamond producers in the world, and I was thinking that it was going to beat the EPS last week, and it did. Now the next company that I predicted that it was going to go down in EPS and in revenue, it was H&R Block, and they actually reported really good earnings for this specific quarter. They beat the EPS by 23 cents and the revenue by 10 millions. And I was quite surprised because I didn't think that they were going to have a lot of customers filing for taxes. So I don't know how they did it. And the year-to-year growth is 1.3%. And the next company that I predicted that it was going to go down in EPS and revenue was Liberty Tax. And actually they missed on EPS and revenue. And Liberty Tax missed the EPS by 19 cents and the revenue by 2.32 millions. However, they're still positive for the year-to-year growth with 6.5 percentage. Now I still don't know how H&R Block was able to beat the revenue and EPS, and this company didn't even come close, to beating the EPS and revenue. And the next company is Kroger, and they actually were in line with the EPS, and that means they met what the analysts predicted, and they had a huge revenue growth of 520 millions, and that was 4.9 year-to-year growth. So actually they grew quite a bit for the year. Now the stock actually lost 18% because it had horrible guidance, and basically the guidance that they actually announced was $2 for the full year, and the analysts were expecting to have $2 with 5 cents for the full year-to-year growth, and that's why the reason why the stock actually got hammered and lost a lot of value. And that was prior to Amazon announcing they were going to buy Whole Foods. Now imagine now that Amazon acquired Whole Foods, that stock is in serious trouble. I'm going to stay away from buying any grocery stocks except Amazon, because actually they have the capacity to reduce the prices or everything related to the grocery items. And Amazon can reduce the price of every grocery items. Now in the last report, I said that Kroger have really, really low margins on grocery items. Now that Amazon is in the sector, those margins are gonna get even smaller. So it is not a good idea to try to invest into any grocery stocks. Now these are the companies that are gonna report earnings starting next week. And the first one is Adobe, and that's gonna be reporting earnings on Tuesday. And Adobe, what they do is they have a lot of softwares. They have, for example, Photoshop, Premiere, where you can actually edit videos, Photoshop, where you can edit images. They have a lot of products that are very consumer friendly. And how they generate most of the revenue is they have a subscription based software, so you can actually subscribe and pay a monthly fee to use those programs. Now the stock has gone up almost 34%, and I predict that the stock is gonna beat the EPS and the revenue. It has beat the last 4 earnings, and I predict it's gonna be doing the same this time. Now the main opportunity is if it beats the EPS and the revenue, and if the stock goes down, that's gonna present an opportunity to start getting some position into that company. Now the next company that is gonna report earnings is gonna be FedEx, and they actually are one of the most stable companies, and it has gone up a huge amount, and they increased the dividend by 25%. Before the dividend was only 40 cents, Now it's gonna be 50 cents. Now that dividend is gonna be payable to your account if you have the stock under your account before the end of the closing date, which is June 22nd. Now the stock has barely gone up this year. It has only gone up only 13%, but I think they're gonna report positive EPS and revenue. And the next company is gonna be Red Hat. I think they're gonna post positive EPS and revenue. And I was reading a report that their open software, which is OpenStack, is gonna grow around 5 billions by 2020. Now, one of the most known products in Red Hat is Linux, because they are open source software and actually are doing a great job because the company has gone up a huge amount this year. They have gone up almost 26% in 2017. And the other company that we're gonna get earnings is gonna be CarMax. Now CarMax is in a special situation because the Feds just raised the interest rates, and I think the car business is gonna benefit from that interest raise. Now it's not gonna pay off at this moment, but it might pay off at the end of the year. At this moment, the stock has gone down almost 6% for the year. However, I do think that they're gonna post bad EPS and bad revenue for this quarter, but I think they might improve before the end of the year. And the other company that we're gonna have is Oracle. Now Oracle has gone up almost, I think, 18% for the year, and now they're gonna post positive EPS and positive revenue. The last quarter that they actually had on the earnings, it was phenomenal. And keep in mind that Salesforce had an amazing quarter. Now Oracle has to do basically the same, and I think they're gonna post positive EPS and revenue for this quarter. And which one is better, Salesforce or Oracle? We'll have to look really close to see which one brings the best value out of those two companies. I would say probably at this moment, because of the growth, will be Salesforce. However, their PE at this moment for Salesforce is really high. And the next company that is going to report earnings is going to be Barnes and Nobles. Now, this company is one of the things to avoid. However, as you know, you can invest in whatever you want. Now, the stock is barely under $7. However, it has lost almost 40% for the year. I would say this company is going to post bad EPS and bad earnings, and I would say in my case, for me, I would avoid it at all costs. And in my case, for me, I'm not going to even come close to either trading or investing into this company. I think this company is the next years, because the way that it's been heading down the last, I would say, 2 or 3 years, is gonna go bankrupt sooner or later. And the next company is Bath and Beyond, and that is another mess in the stock market. Now that company has only gone down around 13%, but the way that the future looks is not really good at all. Now this stock was affected by Amazon prior to getting the deal with Whole Foods. Now imagine now, and this week they're gonna post bad EPS and bad earnings, and the stock is going to continue going down. And the price target that I have for this Bath and Beyond stock is about $25 before the end of the year. And right now the stock is about $35, so we have to lose about $10 for the next 6 months. And I think that's possible, especially if they post bad EPS and earnings. And the next stock is Blackberry, and this stock actually has gone up a huge amount this year. It has gone up over 50%. I think it's about 52%, and it has done a great job. I didn't think that Blackberry was coming back after losing a lot of value in the 2000s, and they have surprised a lot of people, including myself, and the stock price is at $10 with 53 cents. However, I expect the company to post positive EPS and revenue, but I hope that the stock actually goes down, because that would present an opportunity to start getting some shares for this company. And those are 9 stocks that I'm predicting to see if they're gonna go up or down in EPS. And in the last video I said I didn't think there were many companies reporting earnings, but I was completely wrong. I didn't see the calendar. Well, that is gonna be everything for the video. Please let me know in the comment sections below if you have any of the mentioned stocks in this video. And remember, subscribe to the financial information channel. I'm gonna continue bringing videos about the stock market, personal finance, and how to make money online. And as always, I want to thank you once again for watching the video, and have an excellent day, and take care, my friends.